Hey, millionaire. Anyone who loves playing the lottery will know it's super hard to look away from a big jackpot. You'll also know that the biggest jackpots on Earth are associated with just two names: Mega Millions and Powerball. But knowing the fact is the easy bit. Working out which one you should be spending your money on is a lot harder. Of course, if you're gonna play, you always want to aim for the biggest payout. But with these two big players being so closely matched, choosing the best one is no easy task. But don't worry, as always, you've come to the right place for lottery information, and I'm here to help. In this video, we'll take a closer look at the legendary Mega Millions and Powerball games to discover which one you really should have a ticket for, which one offers the biggest prizes, and which one offers the best odds of winning. Stick around to the end of the video for our full analysis. Now, let's get into it. Both Mega Millions and Powerball are legendary games in the lottery world. They both emerged in the 90s, with the first Powerball draw taking place way back in 1992, and the first Mega Millions not far behind, with its first draw completed in 1996. But they didn't make their mark simply by being around for a long time. Their fame is all down to the colossal size of their jackpots. They both stand out for having the biggest jackpots in the world by far. For 4 whole years, Mega Millions held the world record for the biggest jackpot of all time, after outdoing the previous $390 million record jackpot by nearly double. This was back in 2012, and their new world record jackpot was a giant $656 million, although it was shared by 3 winners. But since then, the jackpots have kept growing to an unbelievable size. In January 2016, Powerball overtook the Mega Millions world record with an unbelievable $1.586 billion jackpot. It was shared by 3 winners, but let's face it, they still each walked away with more money than they could ever spend. Mega Millions didn't shrink away though. They very nearly beat the record again, but following slightly disappointing ticket sales, their biggest record stands at $1.537 billion. Sure, it's still just under the Powerball record, but that's still the second highest jackpot ever. It sure is an incredible amount of cash. And unlike the biggest ever Powerball payout, this Mega Millions record prize was won by a single ticket. That makes it the largest jackpot ever won by only 1 ticket. And that's not the only Mega Millions ticket that won over $1 billion. While Powerball has only seen 1 record-breaking jackpot worth over $1 billion, Mega Millions paid out another 1.5 to a single player in 2021. It's not record-setting, but $2 billion wins are better than 1, right? So clearly, these 2 lottery games are firmly at the top of the leaderboard when it comes to jackpot prizes. But that just makes it even harder to choose the right one to play. Let's take a closer look at some important statistics to help you get one step closer to potentially winning a record-breaking jackpot. When you're trying to decide which game to play, your chances of actually winning the jackpot become pretty important. Luckily, this information is published for everyone to see. Obviously, we'd all like an obvious difference in the odds of winning each game, because that would make choosing one a lot easier. But unfortunately, this is one area where the Powerball and Mega Millions games are pretty similar. The Mega Millions is slightly more difficult to win, with jackpot winning odds of just over 1 in 305,000, while the Powerball jackpot odds are about 1 in 292,000. This is also reflected in all the lower price tiers of the games. All Mega Millions prizes are slightly harder to win than all Powerball prizes, but the difference isn't huge. As you can probably tell, your odds of winning any prize at any form of these games are almost identical, with the Mega Millions odds at 1 in 24 and Powerball odds at 1 in 24.9. But let's face it, we're not interested in winning $2. We're mainly interested in the jackpot winning odds. If you've ever heard someone say that you're more likely to get struck by lightning than win the lottery, this is what they're talking about. Neither one of these games are easy to win, and why should they be? If winning was easy, you wouldn't be seeing jackpots over $1 billion. The number of winners seems to match these statistics too. 227 individual tickets have won the Mega Millions jackpot, while 351 tickets have landed a Powerball jackpot. And of course, some of these winning tickets had to share the jackpot. Those numbers show clearly that it really is easier to pick the right Powerball numbers. But they also show that even though the odds are stacked against us, it sure is possible to guess those elusive winning numbers. But they still haven't quite helped us pick which game we should be buying tickets for. Lucky for us, we're not choosing the best game to play based on odds alone. Prizes are pretty important too. Once again, Powerball has the edge here, but not by much. We already know that Powerball has paid out the biggest ever jackpot, but if you peek at the lower tiers, the Powerball and Mega Millions are almost evenly matched. both offer $1 million as their second prize. But the Powerball offers significantly more to Tier 3 wins, with a $50,000 prize being 5 times higher than the Mega Millions $10,000. But below that, the smaller prizes offered by Mega Millions are bigger than the ones that Powerball give out. Still, most people don't have much interest in these smaller prizes anyway, so Powerball probably beats Mega Millions in this category. Before continuing, did you know you can play the lottery from the comfort of your own home? That's right, you can play the Powerball, Mega Millions, and many others completely online. To do so, check out the link in the description. Now, let's move on. So the Powerball looks like it's leading the race now, but not by far. There are still a few important aspects of each game to think about before we decide. And we all know what we need to think about next: how much it costs. You don't want to give too much money to any lottery game. After all, it's a high-stakes form of betting. But in this case, both Mega Millions and Powerball are totally even. They both cost $2 per ticket. And they also both offer additional games if you're willing to pay a little more. That's not the only way they're equally matched. They both have a minimum starting jackpot of $40 million, which was reduced to $20 million in 2020 for both games. They also both allow you to collect your jackpot prize as 30 annual payments, which is probably the sensible option. Or you can collect it as one big lump sum that lets you see more zeros than you ever dreamed of in your bank account, which is the fun option. But there are a couple ways that they're different. Mega Millions only allows you to compete for the jackpot, while Powerball has a double play-on feature that allows you to play the same numbers in a separate drawing for a $10 million top prize. If that sounds like an exciting add-on, Powerball might just be your game. But don't forget, Mega Millions has its own additional games, even though they're pretty different from this. Powerball also has draws 3 times a week, while Mega Millions only has 2 per week. Some people feel like 2 draws are better because they're not tempted to spend money 3 times per week, but some people prefer to have more chances to win. That's a personal decision that you'll need to make for yourself. Another personal decision is anonymity. This is really important for some people. Unfortunately, in the US, this is decided by the state you live in, and not the games themselves. It's better to look into the laws in your state if this is important to you. You might find that your state does not allow you to remain anonymous. By now, you can see that these 2 games are actually pretty similar, and neither of them are easy to win. Powerball might have the edge in this battle, but they're definitely not outright winners. When you're playing the lottery, there aren't many shortcuts to increase your odds of winning the lottery, but there is one way: just play more. How about, instead of trying to choose the best game, try them both? The more you increase your chances of landing that dream billion-dollar-plus jackpot. Make sure to check out the link in the description if you'd like to play these games from home. Now good luck, and I'll see you in the next video.